Welcome back to UK Flicks. Every now and then, a love story comes along that completely rewrites the rules of what is possible. If you've been following TLC lately, you already know Jay Manuel and Pamela Chavez. They are the vibrant, laugh-out-loud funny, and fiercely resilient stars of the hit reality series Jay and Pamela. Together, they have faced down a world that wasn't built for them, turning every medical obstacle into a stepping stone. But behind the glitz of television cameras and the warmth of their massive fan base, Jay and Pamela have spent the last year harboring a beautiful, terrifying, and deeply personal secret. 10 months ago, a quiet miracle took root in their lives, a pregnancy that challenged every medical expectation. Today, that quiet hope became a reality. We are beyond thrilled to share that Pamela has officially given birth to a beautiful, healthy baby girl. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for has finally arrived. Pamela has given birth to a healthy baby girl, a new chapter in their lives that promises endless joy. With heartfelt Instagram posts and radiant photographs, Jay and Pamela invited the world to celebrate with them. Fans responded with overwhelming love, and TLC itself joined in, gifting $12,000 to honor this precious milestone. In this exclusive look, we are breaking down their incredible journey to parenthood, the emotional announcement that broke the internet, and the breathtaking surprise TLC dropped on the new family. Let's dive into their most beautiful chapter yet. Jay Manuel and Pamela Chavez's love story had always been admired for its simplicity and sincerity. Unlike many reality TV couples who often found themselves entangled in drama, Jay and Pamela built their marriage on trust, respect, and shared values. Their bond was strong, and their home radiated warmth, a place where love was not just spoken but lived every day. For months, their life together unfolded peacefully. Friends often described them as the couple who made marriage look easy, and fans adored their chemistry on TLC's hit show Jay and Pamela. They weren't chasing fame or headlines. Instead, they were focused on building a life together, one filled with quiet joys and meaningful moments. The turning point came when Pamela discovered she was pregnant. The news was met with tears of happiness, hugs, and prayers. Jay, overwhelmed with emotion, promised to be the most devoted father he could be. From that day forward, their home was filled with anticipation, baby clothes neatly folded, nursery walls painted with soft colors, and endless conversations about the future. Pamela's pregnancy became a journey of love and patience. Jay stood by her side through every doctor's visit, every sleepless night, and every moment of uncertainty. Together, they embraced the challenges, knowing that the reward would be worth every sacrifice. As the months passed, their bond grew even stronger. They weren't just husband and wife anymore, they were parents in waiting, ready to welcome a new soul into their lives. And with each passing day, the excitement built, leading them closer to the moment that would change everything. The moment Pamela Chavez discovered she was pregnant was nothing short of magical. It was a quiet evening at home when the news first unfolded. A simple test, a trembling hand, and then tears of joy streaming down her face. Jay Manuel, ever the devoted husband, was right there beside her, his eyes widening with disbelief before softening into pure happiness. This was the beginning of a new journey, one that would forever change their lives. The announcement wasn't rushed or dramatic. It was intimate, heartfelt, and deeply personal. Jay and Pamela chose to share the news first with their closest family members. The reactions were priceless hugs, laughter, and even a few happy tears. Their parents spoke of blessings, siblings offered endless support, and friends promised to be there every step of the way. It was a moment that stitched the family even closer together. When the time came to share the news with the world, Jay and Pamela turned to Instagram, the platform where their fans had followed every chapter of their love story. The post was simple yet powerful, a glowing Pamela, Jay's protective arm around her, and a caption filled with gratitude and anticipation. "Our family is growing," they wrote, inviting fans to join in their joy. The response was overwhelming. Within hours, thousands of comments poured in. Fans from across the globe celebrated the couple's happiness, sending prayers, blessings, and heartfelt congratulations. Some shared their own stories of parenthood, while others simply expressed admiration for the couple's strength and love. For Jay and Pamela, the pregnancy announcement was more than just news. It was a promise of hope. It symbolized the next chapter of their journey, one filled with sleepless nights, tender moments, and the kind of love that only grows stronger with time. As the months unfolded, the anticipation only deepened. Every doctor's visit, every ultrasound, and every small milestone became a cherished memory. Their home transformed into a sanctuary of preparation, with baby clothes neatly arranged and a nursery waiting to welcome the newest member of the family. As the news of Pamela's pregnancy spread through the family, anticipation began to build like a rising tide. Every phone call, every family gathering, and every quiet conversation seemed to circle back to the same topic, the baby. Grandparents-to-be were already dreaming of lullabies and bedtime stories, while siblings debated who the little one would resemble most. The atmosphere was electric, filled with joy and curiosity. Jay Manuel, always the steady presence, found himself swept up in the excitement. He would often sit with Pamela late at night, imagining what their daughter's laugh might sound like, or how her tiny fingers would curl around his hand. Pamela, glowing with maternal warmth, cherished these moments, knowing they were weaving memories even before the baby arrived. The family's anticipation wasn't just emotional, it was practical too. Plans were made, schedules adjusted, and support systems put in place. Pamela's mother insisted on being present during the delivery, while Jay's father promised to help with anything the couple needed. Friends offered advice, gifts, and endless encouragement. Every ultrasound photo became a treasured keepsake, passed around with awe and wonder. The family marveled at the tiny heartbeat, the delicate movements, and the undeniable proof of life growing inside Pamela. It was as if the baby had already become the center of their universe. Pregnancy is never just a physical experience, it's an emotional and spiritual journey. For Pamela Chavez, those 10 months were filled with challenges, triumphs, and moments of profound reflection. From the very beginning, she embraced the role of motherhood with grace, determined to give her child the best start in life. Her days were a mix of doctor's visits, careful diets, and quiet moments of meditation. She listened to her body, respected its changes, and leaned on Jay for support whenever the weight of responsibility felt overwhelming. Jay, true to his promise, was her constant companion, holding her hand during appointments, cooking meals when she was too tired, and whispering words of encouragement when doubts crept in. Pamela's journey was also one of discovery. She learned to appreciate the small things, the flutter of tiny kicks, the rhythm of her baby's heartbeat, the way her body instinctively protected the life within. Each milestone was celebrated, each challenge faced with courage. There were difficult days too. Morning sickness, sleepless nights, and the emotional roller coaster of hormones tested her patience. Yet Pamela never faltered. She reminded herself that every struggle was temporary, every discomfort a step closer to holding her child. Her resilience inspired those around her. Friends admired her strength, family praised her determination, and Jay often told her she was the bravest woman he had ever known. Together, they documented the journey, photographs of her growing belly, journal entries filled with hopes and dreams, and quiet prayers whispered before bedtime. Pamela's journey was not just about bringing a baby into the world, it was about transformation. The long-awaited day finally arrived, and it was filled with emotions that words can barely capture. Pamela Chavez, after months of anticipation and preparation, gave birth to a healthy baby girl. The hospital room was filled with a quiet intensity, the kind of silence that precedes life-changing moments. Jay Manuel, standing by her side, held her hand tightly, his heart racing with both fear and excitement. When the baby's first cry echoed through the room, it was as if time stood still. Tears streamed down Jay's face, and Pamela, exhausted yet glowing, smiled with relief and joy. The nurses gently placed the newborn in Pamela's arms, and Jay leaned in, whispering promises of love and protection to his daughter. The family, waiting anxiously outside, erupted in celebration when the news was shared. Grandparents hugged each other, siblings cheered, and friends sent messages of congratulations. It was a moment that united everyone, a reminder of the miracle of life and the power of love. For Jay and Pamela, the day of birth was more than just the arrival of their child. It was the beginning of a new chapter. Their lives had changed forever, and the tiny heartbeat they had once heard on an ultrasound was now a living, breathing soul in their arms. Into today's world, milestones are often shared online, and Jay Manuel and Pamela Chavez knew their fans had been waiting eagerly for updates. Just hours after the birth, they posted a series of beautiful photographs on Instagram. Pamela cradling the baby, Jay gazing lovingly at his daughter, and the family gathered in pure happiness. The caption was heartfelt. "Our little miracle has arrived. Please keep her in your prayers and bless her with love." It was simple, yet it carried the weight of their emotions. Within minutes, the post began to spread like wildfire. Fans flooded the comments section with warm wishes. Messages of congratulations poured in from across the globe, with people expressing joy, admiration, and hope for the baby's future. Some fans shared their own experiences of parenthood, while others simply celebrated the couple's happiness. The photographs themselves became iconic snapshots of love, family, and new beginnings. Pamela's radiant smile, Jay's proud expression, and the baby's tiny presence captured hearts everywhere. For Jay and Pamela, the Instagram reveal wasn't about fame or publicity. It was about sharing their joy with the people who had supported them throughout their journey. They wanted fans to feel included, to celebrate alongside them, and to witness the love that had blossomed into a new life. The moment Jay Manuel and Pamela Chavez shared their Instagram post, the world seemed to pause. Fans who had followed their journey from the very beginning rushed to the comment section, eager to express their joy. Within minutes, thousands of heartfelt messages poured in, each one a testament to the bond between the couple and their audience. Some fans wrote long, emotional notes, recalling how Jay and Pamela's love story had inspired them during difficult times. Others simply left strings of heart emojis, their way of showing unfiltered happiness. Parents shared their own experiences of welcoming children, offering advice and blessings, while younger fans expressed admiration for the couple's strength and devotion. The response wasn't just about congratulating them, it was about celebrating love, family, and the miracle of new life. Many fans admitted they felt like part of the journey, as if they too had been waiting for this baby's arrival. The warmth of the community was undeniable, and Jay and Pamela were deeply moved by the outpouring of affection. While the fans' love was overwhelming, TLC, the network that had brought Jay and Pamela's story to millions, also stepped forward to honor the